It may only be February, but there's no time like the present to get those taxes filed. And your tax lady, Kathy BYLKAS, is here with advice to make sure we don't make some common mistakes. Good morning.
Hi.
Obviously, you know, it's easy to make mistakes, but some of them are kind of surprising to me as far as the mistakes that people make.
Correct. A lot of people just misunderstand the law and they second guess, and IRS sometimes does not catch it, and it goes through, and you might have messed up your return and gotten less money for your mistake.
Which is why we have people like you to help us so we don't make those mistakes. Okay, today we're going to talk about wrong filing status, which to me that seems like one of the simplest things to fill out on the form, but there I guess are 5 filing statuses. 5
filing statuses. Okay. The first one being single, which that's what you are at the end of 12/31, and if you're filing single, that means you have no mate.
Okay.
Okay. If you're filing married, filing joint, that means you are married and you and your spouse are going to sign the tax return.
Okay, together.
Together,
okay.
Yes. Yes, you both have to look at it and both have to sign it. Then married filing separate is generally a couple that is in the midst of a divorce or living apart. It's generally the worst tax bracket that you can be in.
Okay.
It has higher brackets, and you don't get any credits. So it's not usually something you want to do nicely.
Okay.
Okay. And then you also have head of household. Head of household is a person, single person.
We talked
that
about
has
this,
yes, that has a child. It's not a person that is the breadwinner in the family and you have a spouse.
So that's kind of a gray area. I can see how people might be confused
by that. It's very confusing,
okay,
yes.
So if you're just a married couple and the wife, say, stays at home and the husband is the breadwinner, he cannot file as head of household.
No, they're married filing joint couple.
Okay, okay.
And then last deduction that they would get for a filing status is a widower or a widower, a man or woman that has lost their spouse, and they have a child.
Now this I did not know. So you have to have a child. Doesn't matter the age of the child.
No, well, you have to have a child still in the home that you're providing for.
Okay.
And that's IRS's status for the widower or the widower.
Okay, so if you're an elderly person who lost their spouse,
you would now be single.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is something that's very common. You have a book, The 10 Biggest Mistakes People Make on Their Taxes. We're going to tell you, we're going to be giving away a few of these books. Where does that rank? Is that one of the top ones that we just talked about, filing status?
It's the very first one.
It is the very first one.
Yeah.
And it's that confusing. I mean, I wouldn't
really
think it would be.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of difference in your money. The bigger refund that you can get by choosing the correct filing status.
All right, let's put up some information on the screen because Kathy's been kind enough to give us 3 books to give away to you. It'll list the one we just talked about, but all other mistakes as well. You want to go to email us, morningnews@fox21news.com. Say you want the book, and we will draw a random winner, and you could be a winner, and this could really, really help you. And then, of course, it doesn't answer all your questions, which is why we have people like you. How can people get a hold of you?
They can go to my website, which has a lot of information. It's free, it's educational.
Okay.
It's www.TAXLADYLLC.com.
That's easy enough. And you have a Facebook page.
And I have a Facebook, which is your, Y-O-U-R, Tax Lady. And also we have a blog and we tweet. So
you're
check with us.
You're hip. Hippest tax lady there is. All right, well, we will be continuing every Wednesday talking about taxes, trying to prepare you as the deadline approaches, because it is never too early to start thinking about your taxes. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
You bet.
And we'll be right back.